So, you want to enjoy the outdoors, eh? Well, I'm here today to show you some outdoor sports slash games slash activities slash things of the like that you can do today in your own backyard or a larger field if you have access to that. Would also be great for some of the sports. First off, let's start with a classic cornhole or bags or corn bag or baghole or whole corn, whatever you guys call it. Let's just all agree that we enjoy the game, we love the activity. The best thing is you only need 2 people to play the game, or you could add another 2 and do some teams. But the classic way I like to play is up to 21, 1 on the board, 3 points in the hole, and you gotta get to 21 exactly. If you go over 21, you gotta drop back down to 15, and that's called busting. And I like that way because it adds a little bit more of a strategy to it, even though I suck at bags or cornhole. Then we got one of my personal favorites, spike ball. I'm a huge fan of this game. I just got into it recently when my friend bought the kit. It's great. Instead of volleyball where you hit it over the net, it's kind of like hitting it into the net, except the net is circular and it's on the ground. Grab some friends because you're gonna need at least 4 people to really play this game. You get 3 hits per side and it's teams of 2. One person starts with the serve. Once it hits the net, it is the other team's ball, and they proceed to use their 3 hits to get it back into the net and send it back to the other team. Third, we got the 3 bars game. I'm not really sure what it's called. Maybe like cowboy horseshoes or like Texas horseshoes or something like that. But it's got 3 bars, and you proceed to throw 2 balls attached with a string and wrapping around the bars. Each bar is worth a appropriate amount of points, and I believe you play to 21. A good one to bust out on a summer day, and I like a lot of these ones. They're great, they're simple, and they can be just played right there in your backyard. Speaking of this odd horseshoe-like game, why not just play a game of horseshoes? You know, I guess you gotta drive a piece of rebarb into the ground and start throwing metal horseshoes at it, but you can always go to your local store and probably get a plastic set that you can set up in your backyard really easily. Then let's take it back in time, back to recess. Let's play like a kid again and get some classic recess games going. You've got Foursquare, easy. Draw a big Foursquare grid on the ground that enough people can stand and move around in. Grab yourself a kickball or another sort of bouncy, large, head-shaped ball. One person is the king, and there's a rotation order, usually clockwise, and that person will always serve the ball. If the ball bounces in your square, it's your responsibility to send it right into somebody else's square. Next we got kickball, which is just like baseball, except instead of a bat, you've got a leg, and instead of a baseball, you've got a kickball. You kick the ball, you run the bases, you have fun, you live it up, you laugh it up, it's a great time. Another classic recess game, you've got a game of tag, or any other variation on the chasing and running sport. Now let's fast forward just a couple years and get into the college days, people. We've got can jam, beer pong, rage cage, flip cup. Any of these are a great backyard game. Most of them you're gonna just need a classic fold-out plastic table, and while some of them are drinking games, you don't have to drink to play them. They are just a fun and classic game. A little hand-eye coordination when it comes to beer pong. You just set up the cups like a 10 by 10 bowling pin, but fill them with water, and you're throwing the ping pong ball and trying to sink it in there. Flip cup, and while flipping a cup from the edge of the table onto its other side looks easy, you'd be surprised how much you'll freak out under pressure. You can play with this with as many people as you would like. Just make sure you even out the teams and crack a brew, seltzer, or whatever you like. Bottle of water, Gatorade, doesn't matter. Just have some fun with it. Can jam is more in the vein of cornhole, as in it's best played with your other hand occupied. And you're gonna have teams of 2 on either side, but instead of a flat board with a hole in the middle, you've got a large cylinder with a slot in the side. You're gonna throw a frisbee and your partner has to smack it or jam it into the can. And then of course, if you've got a large backyard, a large field, or a court nearby, you've got your classic sports: soccer, basketball, volleyball, tennis, badminton or baby tennis, hockey, nope, that one doesn't work. Baseball, if you don't have a ton of people, volleyball, badminton, tennis are gonna be your best options. Speaking of sports, I wanna let you guys know a little bit about a sport of my own. Ball. I crafted it with the help of Connor Ryan and Matthew Kavanaugh, shout out guys. It's like soccer, but imagine you could pick up the ball. And it's simple and easy to play if you just follow these simple instructions. You may kick the ball across the field as long as you want. If you're kicking it, or somebody kicks it or throws it to you, you can pick up the ball. Once you are holding the ball, you can only take 3 steps, much like Ultimate Frisbee. After those 3 steps, you have to throw the ball to somebody else. You can't drop the ball to yourself, but you can be kicking the ball and pick it up. To score a goal, you must make soccer contact. That means either a head, a chest, a back, a butt, a hip, a kick, anything like that. Just no hands or arms making contact with the ball to send it into the goal. So you can't throw it into the goal, you can't roll it into the goal. It must be kicked or hit off another part of the body. And my favorite rule, there is no out of bounds. There's no somebody kicking it and it rolls out of bounds. You have to figure out whose ball it is. If it goes out to the side, whoever gets it, gets it. Just grab that sucker and throw it back into the game. If the ball manages to go behind the goalie, it is their ball no matter what. They then proceed to throw it, kick it, however they want to, send it back into play. But the first contact must be soccer contact. So the goalie cannot throw it to somebody to have them catch it. The goalie can throw it and then someone must head it, kick it, chest it, again, any of those variations before they can grab the ball. Oh my God. Speaking of the outdoors, allergies, am I right? And much like basketball, there is no grabbing and ripping the ball out of their hands, but swatting, it's okay. If you want more information on ball, figure out how to contact me and I'll let you know. And then finally, my absolute personal favorite, just laying there. So what are you waiting for? Get on out there and play some yard games / activities / things of the like and enjoy your summer, folks. Signing off.